Hi, I'm Matt Post, and this is another Morning Cup of SEO where I take the week's worth of search engine news and distill it down to only those items that are relevant to the legal industry. If you're a do-it-yourself lawyer, this video is for you and it'll help you stay on top of the latest news having to do with your search engine marketing. And if you have a marketing team or a third-party marketing agency that helps you market your law firm, then what I want you to do is forward this video to them to help them stay on top of the latest news that can affect your law firm. And as always, I have my handy-dandy notes with me, so let's go ahead and get started. And this week we have several updates to cover. The first is that Google search, they're limiting the frequently asked questions rich snippet down to only 2 results, where before there were several results available to be shown on your search listing. And what a rich snippet is, it is a feature within the search results on Google that will show an expanded amount of information. Sometimes if you're searching for a product, you'll see like 5 stars on in the description or whatever the rating of that product is. And the frequently asked questions is another type of rich snippet where frequently asked questions are added to the page and wrapped in a specific code, and that code allows for the frequently asked questions to be clicked on and expanded down to show the answers that are attributed to that question. And previously there were several questions and answers that could be added to your Google search results. Recently, Google has now limited that to only 2, and this is probably just to save the space on the search results, because there were several firms or companies that were adding multiple featured snippets or rich snippets to their listing, and that was kind of taking over the page. Now, frequently asked question featured snippets are a great idea to include on your service area pages, your practice area pages, because this will give you more coverage on the search engine results page when your listing does appear. So you still want to optimize and you still want to add that rich result to your pages, but just understand if you have several of them that only 2 will be appearing now. Next, we're going to jump over to YouTube, and Google has simplified creating YouTube ads on YouTube's platform, whereas before you had to go through Google's ad section, or you had to log into Google Ads to create a video campaign on YouTube. Now you can create your video campaign directly into YouTube or directly on YouTube, and it's just as easy as going in, you add your video, you select your audience, and you set your budget. Whereas before it may have been seemed to have been a little cumbersome or maybe confusing having to navigate all the different options in Google Ads. They've now made it easier for you to add videos or paid videos into YouTube's platform. One quick update about the Web Core Vitals that I've talked about for the last few weeks. Google did announce, and the Web Core Vital update did launch last week. So if you haven't updated your website to the latest Web Core Vitals, make sure that you're passing or within a range of normalcy, I guess, in comparison to your competitors. And you can do a Google search and just type in Google Insights, and you'll be brought to a developer page where you can input your website, and you will be able to see where your site lies, what scores it receives for the various Web Core Vitals. Now, expect for this to take about 2 months to completely roll out, so you will see some volatility, and specifically right now through July, you're going to see a lot of volatility. You have to understand that we had an update that came out in June, in the beginning of June, and now we're in the middle of the month and we're getting the Web Core Vital update, and in a couple of weeks we expect to see the second half of that core update that came out in the beginning of June. So we're going to be being hit by a lot of major updates, and you will see volatility. So just expect that. Now, along with Google allowing it to be easier for you to create YouTube ads, they're also updating some of their features for their Google My Business listing that will allow you to edit your Google My Business profile listing directly from a search. Instead of having to go into your Google My Business account and make the edits that way, if you're logged into your Google account and you search for your business, you'll see some options to be able to edit your listing. And right now, the edit options are limited to being able to add or edit services. But as time goes on, we can expect for this to be expanded into other elements and other aspects of your Google My Business listing. This will make it easier for you to update your law firm's listing for whatever the latest offerings or updates are about your firm. And last, this does not have to do particularly with a search engine. It is more of a social media platform, but Instagram is now allowing for ads to be shown on the Instagram Reels. And people were saying this is allowing them to compete directly with platforms such as TikTok. And one thing that we've noticed since this update is, just a few days old, there has not yet, from what we've noticed, there has not yet been a large quantity of law firms, or really any law firm ads that we're seeing out on the Instagram Reels. So this is going to be a great opportunity for your firm to kind of be the first one out there in getting their message into the Instagram Reels and get additional attention to your firm. Now, you can add ads to an Instagram Reel in the same method that you would add any Instagram ad, and that is through the Facebook ad management platform. And that's it for this week. Be sure to like or subscribe to get notifications of future videos.